Jonathan Ernst Reuters President Trump told reporters he is not happy about reports that Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price used taxpayer-funded private planes and said we'll see about firing him. In Indiana, Trump laid out his vision for tax reform that includes a range of tax cuts for individuals and businesses. Puerto Rico Governor Ricardo Rossello said 97% of Puerto Ricans are without power and about half still don't have running water, 1 week after Hurricane Maria struck the U.S. territory. House Republicans proposed a plan to provide $10 billion for Trump's border wall. And the Trump administration announced it will slash the number of refugees admitted into the United States next year to 45,000. Today on The Atlantic, who needs Trump? Roy Moore's victory in Alabama Senate primary demonstrates that Trumpist candidates don't necessarily need an endorsement from Trump to win. Rosie Gray one-trick party Republicans are using the same party line approach to pass tax reform that they used in their failed attempts to pass healthcare repeal. Why Russell Berman: The Racism of Bankruptcy. An analysis from ProPublica shows that African Americans are less likely to be approved for bankruptcy than their white counterparts. Paul Keel: Trump's Dark Angel. Newsmax CEO Chris Ruddy and Breitbart Chairman Steve Bannon draw two conflicting pictures of the president and his priorities. Elaine Godfrey follows stories throughout the day with our Politics Policy portal. A man kneels with a folded U.S. flag as the motorcade of President Trump passes him after an event at the state fairgrounds in Indianapolis, Indiana. Jonathan Ernst Reuters. What we're reading: The Ten Commandments. Judge Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore has long read the Bible in controversial ways. Find out how those readings might inform the way he would legislate. Rachel Chasin, The Washington Post. A regulatory mutiny. In keeping with a long history of environmental activism, California has implemented the toughest restrictions on greenhouse gas emissions in the country, even when those regulations are at odds with federal government and industry standards. Hiroko Tabuchi, The New York Times. Government geezers. Federal workers are significantly older than the U.S. workforce overall, a symptom, experts say, of Washington's ineffective hiring system. Danny Vinnick, Politico. What Puerto Rico needs: President Trump isn't the only one to blame for the handling of Hurricane Maria's devastation in Puerto Rico, writes James Carroll. Mainland American journalists have just not found the fate of Puerto Ricans to be all that compelling. The New Yorker. A war of words. Is President Trump's aggressive rhetoric toward North Korea likely to push the country to launch an attack? No, says David French, at least, not yet. National Review visualized what to know about Puerto Rico. Though nearly half of Americans don't know it, Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens. Here's what else you should know about the U.S. territory. Ryan Strike and Will Mullery. Question of the week. During a rally in Alabama last Friday, President Trump blasted NFL players who knelt during the national anthem. Trump's remarks fueled widespread protests that played out on the sidelines over the weekend. Now, Trump is calling for football fans to boycott the NFL for disrespecting our flag country. Do you agree or disagree with the president's position? Why or why not? Share your response here, and we'll feature a few in Friday's Politics Policy Daily. Written by Lena Felton at Lynette Fulton, Taylor Hosking at Taylor Hosking, and Elaine Godfrey at Elaine Godfrey.